Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the new videos, and today we are in brandshatch for Simracersasia Season 4 GT4 race, round 4 of the championship, and we go. I did a little bit of pause, but I did forgot what I'm gonna say. And we took a massive hit with a McLaren right on the first corner during the first lap. Totally my fault, I didn't notice the guy there. We did have it resolved later in the race, and right at the end of the race the Alpine went out after the second corner, took up to P5, 3 places gained after 2 corners from P8, dead last. Behind the Aston Martin, the 99 Porsche came in, and yeah, we seems to have a pretty strong race so far. I did took a really massive gambling in this race with the 9 setups, because I thought the original setup that I used would be a little bit too understeer at the start of the race, so I did add more camber in the back, so it moved up from negative 4.2 to negative 4.4, and we can see later on in the race how that affected me. But for now, this is the first lap, and yeah, enjoy racing, I guess. Took a big glass there, not good at all. And we are about to complete the first lap now, going into the last corner in P5. 3 people in the front are fighting while the leaders are pulling away. So typical race weekends, honestly. Yeah, enjoy the race, guys. I'll be back with you later if there's something happening. Peace. And something happens right away. A little bit of 3-way battle against the AMG and the McLaren 570S GT4. Basically, there's now 2 groups of people fighting. The fight for the podiums in front with 3 cars, and the fight for P5 in the back. The AMG is getting quite close to us now. We compromise our exit a little bit with an extra camber, but for now the car is still good as it is still heavy with fuel. Kicking up some dust from the groups in front. The car is sticking pretty well together, but as you can see in the bottom left smaller screen, that my cars are getting a little bit more oversteery compared to others. Now Mercedes trying to look down the inside on the second to last corner, but didn't quite make it through. I did play safe, braking early a little bit. And once again, the Mercedes trying to look down the inside, not quite enough space to pull an overtake. Into the main straights now. Trying to sell the dummy. Pull to the outside. Let's see. Nope, didn't pull a move. Did broke early for the Mercedes and got caught up by the McLaren, but he did have more carrying speed than me and pulled down the inside for the second corner. I'm right behind his tail. A little bit of contact, went wide to avoid any further contact, not trying to run anyone off here. Cut in front in the turn 3 by Mercedes. AMG GT4, I did ran wide just a little bit there, and yes, you can see the McLaren. Oh, another one who trying to take down the inside of my car. Didn't put up a big fight with him. Oh, a little bit of contact through turn 5. And as you can see now, I'm the one down the inside through turn 6. Pull a deep dive up, back up now to 6th place. We both now in the fight to get to the P5 with the Mercedes AMG GT4 in front of me, while I'm still have to defend from a mighty McLaren behind me. Big slides. As you can see so far in lap 2, it is a really fun race to watch. This one go extra aggressive in this race, as I thought for since like second and third race of this championship I went a very mild approach. could have been so much more aggressive, and if I were much more aggressive than this, I would have gained much more position. That's what I thought. That was my idea. And so in this one, you can truly see I was defending hard with the McLaren even after the first contact. We keep it fair from now on. No crashing someone out anymore. And yeah, it's great racing in this race. Might not be as good as Misano, but I'll rank it like second best in the season so far. Went wide into the grass. As I said, extra aggressive approach, broke way later than I usually do in the practice. McLaren tail sliding, unfortunately went off the track a little bit there, lost the gap to me now. McLaren about 2-3 car lengths, about a second behind now. So a little bit less tension after the third lap. Now I'm just focusing on catching up to the AMG gt4 in front of me. So yeah, let's see what will I do next, and if we were to catch up to him or not. Wow, just can't catch a break in it. Massive slide to the second to last corner after I kicked up some dust on the right hand side. Got re-overtook by the McLaren. You can see the car still sliding around a little bit in the last corner. Coming into the main straight. Now I'm in a little draft from the car in front. Brake extra late. Trying to keep the car to the apex. Ran a little wide than I would love to. Coming to the second corner. Still have no space yet to take a dive. McLaren still managed to be in front for now. In the 5th lap, I think, of the race. As you can see from my car body panel, from both. Oh, McLaren did a little bit of slide again. Well, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say that as you can see from the door panel of this car right now, from the exterior view in your bottom left corner, you can see that the car is now beat up. And it's not even 10 minutes into. Oh, McLaren ran wide and crashed! He spun out! Came back right in the middle of the track and crashed into the barriers on the opposite side. Damn, that was so unfortunate for the guy. That was so unfortunate for the guy. And I carry on now to try to catch up to the AMG in front, who's pulling away in front of me now. And yeah, as I was saying, as you can see, I actually went extra aggressive, as I mentioned before. You can see the damage on both sides of the door panel of this car. So I did really banging doors with everyone since the first lap. From the McLaren to the McLaren again to the McLaren again. We just, yeah, big fights throughout the beginning of the race. And that's motor racing, honestly. I'm pretty much solo lapping from now on, but yeah, if anything were to happen, I'll come back with you guys again. So for now, enjoy my lap, I guess. as the race progressed, right about now, after the 11 minutes mark, you can see back there that the car starts to sliding a lot more now as the fuel running out and the car's getting lighter in the rear. That's exactly the nightmare that I have to survive through the rest of 19 minutes, 18 minutes of the race now, because I took the gambling right at the beginning and changed the setup. Not gonna do that type of stunts ever again, honestly. This race really teach me a lot about that, because as you can see now, there's a way too much camber on the rear end of the car. It just keeps giving up in almost every single corner. It's pretty hard to judge where to brake, how much you have to turn the steering wheel, or as you can see now, again in the third corner I ran wide, though I took the usual line that I took both in practice, qualifying, and earlier on in the race. So the cars became tricky to drive. It's hard to judge the braking points, when to throttle, how fast, how quickly, how heavy I have to push the brakes or the throttle, and also how much I have to turn the steering wheel, because it's not what I'm practiced for at all. I just took like a massive gambling here, and well, as you can see, it didn't pay off at all. At this stage of the race, I believe the McLaren now is about like 10 to 14 seconds behind me at the moment, roughly. But yeah, we will see. The car behind is really catching up to me later on in the race. Ah shit, I did spoil that a little bit anyway. I'm not gonna cut that off though, I'm too lazy to do that. Because right now, on Friday, the day that this will be released, I'm still packing things up for the race day. Again, another announcement that I'll do on here, that yes, I'll be racing in real life for 3 hours endurance in only one KKC 100 laps of Pankajang circuit in a Suzuki Swift. Not the modest thing on this, not the most fancy thing you can get into racing. In fact, it's a I'd say it's basically like the slowest car on the track that day for sure. But hey, I mean, it's still real life racing, right? I'll be joined with another 2 teammates with the KTN Motorsport team. And yeah, wish me. Oh! And as you can see, I misjudged the braking point in the Cayman, in a virtual Cayman gt4. Went way off into the gravel after the first corner. Really big one back there, and the McLaren really catching up after that. As you can see, another power slide a little bit in turn 3. But where was I? Yeah, I don't think I. Yeah, back to the real racing, right? Back to the real life racing thing. I don't think I have said it back in Monday videos, right? I did say that I will have an announcement coming out later this week, and I did. I did post on both my Instagram and YouTube that I will be racing in real life. And so yeah, what I was gonna say that there will be lots more content coming up in later weeks, apart from the usual virtual racing, sim racing content. I'll try to add more and more real life racing content into the channel for sure. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because I'll be posting more regularly, and there will be some more interesting footage and hopefully a more interesting types of videos that you guys might want to watch. Again, yeah, I'm a sim racer trying to make it real, and I guess this year I did somewhat made it real. Somewhat. Just one race, but still, it's big steps for me. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, I am very excited and really appreciate the opportunity that I was offered by my friends, are very good friends of mine, who also racing this year in RA80 Endurance National Championship of Thailand. I think that's what it's called, right? Really appreciate that opportunity for me to get me to race my first ever race seat. Yeah, can be thankful for that. And so also very excited for the weekends to come, and hopefully you guys will be very excited as much as I do for the new content as well. So yeah, though that just 10 of you subscribers and barely any views, thank you still. Thank you for all the support you've given me, and not to all my friends as well who came and watched, actually clicked my link in my IG story and watched the videos. That is, I'm really grateful for that as well. So, yeah, honestly, I don't have any script for this, so I don't know what to say. And I probably didn't say anything in order. Still not gonna edit this out though, because I'm still packing up stuff with like helmets, race suits, and my clothes, GoPro as well. There's so many things to bring with me in the weekend, so yeah. I'm not gonna edit that out. Oh, and as you can see there, the McLaren starts to catching up behind me. You can see the glimpse of it, yeah, and you can see him really clearly now as we enter the second corner of the circuit. He's now only 1 corner behind me and catching up to me in a rapid rate. Could be a big fight towards the end of the race, as this is just 10 minutes more of the race now. Maybe. We'll see about that. well, as you can see in this lap, comparing to the McLaren behind me, my line is definitely way off compared to the car behind, and very inconsistent as well. The car is sliding around, flipping around, also understeer. Very unexpected. The car is very unexpected and unpredictable. Yeah, that's the word, unpredictable, compared to the car behind. But that definitely my fault, as the McLaren pulling down the inside, coming to the second corner, got the edge, 1 car length in front of me. But I'm trying to do a switchback, did hit behind the McLaren twice, going way too aggressive there, trying to go into the gap that doesn't exist. So that's a goal going, you know, way against what Ayrton Senna has said. And that did went very much against the best saying, the best excuse ever after a crash in motorsport. But yeah, I did let him back by and accept my defeat, as the Camaro gt4 also caught up to the pack as well. I have no worries at all at this person driving behind me, as I think the car is about like 2 to 3 laps down, and you can see now at the closing stage of the race, last 5 minutes, that will be blue flags waved almost in every single lap after I let the Camaro pass me. So no worries at all at this stage of the race. I'm just settling for P6. Sure, I still want to catch up to McLaren in race, but honestly, oh, another massive slide. Yeah, I told you I took a big gambling at the start of the race with too much camber in the rear. And by the way, if you're saying like, oh, negative 4.4, that's just 0.2 bump. Sure it is. It maybe is just a 0.2 bump from negative 4.2. But you gotta keep in mind that this car, maximum camber for this car in front, both front and rear, is 5. Is negative 5. And I'm running negative 5 in front. I'm running in negative 4.5 in the rear. Negative 4.2 camber in the rear is almost negative 1, right? Almost negative 1 more than 5, and this is pretty much just halfway that. So yeah, yeah, it's quite disastrous to say the least. As you can see now, even the Camaros, who's laps down behind, catch up to me, and I just let him by, and I have no bothers at all. Because as much as I want to fight, I still know the reality that my car is unpredictable as hell, and I don't like how it behaves right now towards the end of the race. Big lessons to learn after this race for such a from doing such a dumb decisions. But hey, we learn every day, right? Right? So yeah, as you can see now, with just 4 minutes left on the clock, I'm now behind the Camaro, just trying to get as much draft as possible. Because to be honest, at this stage of the race, I only think that the only way to get some fast lap is to be faster in the straights. Because I'm definitely cannot be any faster in the corners now. Because, well, if I took the same braking point, the car will slide. If I took an earlier braking point, that would be too slow. So I'm just trying to gain as much speed as possible in the straight line at the moment. And this stage of the race, sorry, by taking a draft from the Camaro. So yeah, going still aggressive all over the mirrors of the Camaro with no intentions of getting past the car. I'm just trying to avoid having another crash if I accidentally broke too late. I don't want to get into the back of the guys. He already suffered enough from being laps down. He doesn't have to suffer any more damage as well. Right? And so yeah, I'm be all up in the mirrors, not without the intentions to pass. I'm just, you know, in case something happens, I won't be the guy. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the race, and that is just planes being so damn loud. I'm trying to narrate the videos here, man. Come on. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the race. I'll come back later. Ooh, a serious jump back there. Oh, what was that? And my speaker's acting weird. Anyways, yeah, that was a big jump back there. Good thing I didn't slide off the track. So we're good, I guess, for now. I mean, the rest of the race is going pretty well. I'm already settling for P6, just trying to get a draft, so my lap times in the timetables won't look too bad as the Camaro. Same fashion as me, ran way wide into the gravel on the first corner. You know, the rest of the race now, with just 2 minutes left on the clock, is going pretty well. You know, at this point that I'm narrating and editing the videos right now, the only thing that's not good is my speaker. It starts making weird noise right now. So definitely have to get that sorted. Anyways, I'm getting way off topic now. So yeah, maybe I should quit the yaps and just come back later in the race. I really should do that. Yeah, I'll come back to you guys after the end of the race. Oh well, we just saw the checkered flag wave back there, but happens to me once. I thought the checkered flag was waved and I stopped the race a lap before the actual endings and I returned to the pit way too early. And you can see in this race that I now have trust issues with myself. And so I completed another fast lap after the checkered flag. Very dangerous. I'm not gonna do that this weekend in real life. I don't want anyone to die. So yeah, I'm really not gonna do that. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for the race. I finished in P6. Considering with the gambling, the setups that I've mentioned a lot throughout this video, I think this is a pretty good result for me. Right now, I'm in 4th of the championship, 2 points behind the 3rd place. Another big slides as a send-off to the last lap of the race, and you for watching. Stay tuned for the new content to come. I'm really excited for that, and yeah, take care. Goodbye.